Hello, this is John W. Torch from hogbass.com. There's very few lures I actually recommend or endorse, and I don't get paid to do it. If I tell you a lure is really good, it's because it's very good if I'm going to recommend it to you. And most jigs, premium jigs, are real good, but this one's a step above the rest. This is called a Pepper Jig, and it's different than most jigs.
It's probably a tree, John.
All right. We went through that brush pile a couple times, and that was right back in the very heart of it. Set the hook in there, and that felt so solid that felt like you just snagged on bottom. And even after I set the hook, it felt like a fish. And this is just a post front day with like 52-degree water. You just had to keep throwing back in there, and there he was. This one's a step above the rest. This is called a Pepper Jig, and it's different than most jigs. And the first thing about it is it's got an extra wide gap hook on there. This is a Gamakatsu hook, and it's almost shaped like a shiner hook, which gives you more gap there when you're setting the hook, which means you're going to hook up better. And also, because of the shape of it, you have light fiber guards which depress easier, that you can push them down, squeeze them down, and get them to line up with the hook, which means you're going to get snagged a lot less. Many round bend jigs have too much gap between the fiber guard and the hook point, and you get snagged up more in brush. Now, along with that, you got a 3/8 ounce head. It's pointed shape, comes through the weeds excellent, and the brush, good around rocks too. And it's a 60-degree horizontal line tie. Very important. I think it helps you hook more fish. That's what you want. And the last thing is, it's almost got a little weight, making it like a banana-shaped head. So it makes the jig stand up off the bottom, which makes it rock and tilt more and keeps the claws up in a defensive position when it's going across the bottom. Right off the same tree. Not as big, but throwing right back to the heart of the cover on the other side, and that fish through it. So don't ever, most of the time you can see this is 20-pound fluorocarbon. If you're right in the heavy cover stuff, that's what you need, at least 17 or 20. Catch enough big fish, I went to 20. Don't, 90% of the time when you're fishing, if you catch a fish, don't go by that spot when you can go and you can catch another one. Or don't leave that spot without throwing in there again. Even if it's the exact same spot or just a few feet away, you have a chance to get them. Get yourself a 3/8 ounce Pepper Jig. This is a 6/0 hook on here. This is called their Utility Jig Pro Series. And thread yourself a pack of craw on the back there. And you can swim this bait, you can drag it across the bottom, you can flip it across the top of the weeds, pop it off the weeds underwater, and it works excellent. There's no lure that is a big fish lure like a jig, and this is a step above every other jig I've ever tried. It's really that good. Now here's the deal. If you order my new video, Crouching Jig, Crouching Largemouth Hidden Pigs, I'll send you one of these beautiful jigs. They're almost $3.69 if you buy them in the store, and you can try one out for yourself. So I'll throw it in the package in there for the month of May, no charge. So make sure you get a hold of that video if you ain't got it already. And if you already got the video, you can go to like Tackle Warehouse or just anywhere else got Pepper Jigs and pick yourself up a couple of these, some pack of craws, and you catch a lot of big bass.